Okay, so buckle in, everybody. This is a video of just total honesty. I wanted to talk about this for a while, and I've been putting it off, and ultimately I think Kazuha's around the corner. I think this is a good time to talk about this. So today, I want to talk about an issue in the Genshin community that sits really uneasily with me. I want to talk about it because if I don't, honestly, it's going to make me enjoy Genshin less, and make me feel like I'm complicit in what is happening. And that is deceptive or misleading content creation in Genshin Impact, and why it is so different in Genshin than it would be in any other game. So let's get lost in the world of gacha. Okay, so the loss of Jinx and Tuna fame is a huge loss to the sane Genshin Impact community. I can and never will be able to provide the phenomenal level of detail he did, but we have lost a community member there who genuinely cared for free-to-play players and the honesty of the content creation process. Now look, I want to be clear firstly, Eula is a fun-to-play character in terms of mechanically, and if you enjoy her aesthetically and summon for those reasons, then you do you. This isn't about any of that, and that goes for any future character as well. But this isn't about those people. This is about those who use framing a character as powerful while ignoring the side effects of such opinions. At best, it's ignorant, at worst, it's deceiving. What this video is specifically about, using Eula as an example, is how creators are pushing dangerously false narratives about characters that lead to FOMO and people making misinformed decisions about when and who to summon for. In a game like Genshin, this is dangerous. Especially with so many young players in the community, addiction is no joke, and gambling addiction damages lives. Having limits to who and when you summon is an important lesson that should be at the forefront of any character analysis. And just ignoring or choosing to forget key negative aspects of a character on release just for clicks, for me, is a really shady grey area that I don't really want to get involved in. And to be honest, this video is made mostly to put my own well, basically to give me peace of mind. It's there. Once I've said it, there we go. I can just leave it at that, and I don't feel like I'm complicit, as I said, in this. Now, I understand that a lot of creators get Prima Gems from MiHoYo, and they will tell you it's not a lot, it doesn't matter. But it is still a payment of some sort, and that, for me, further muddies the waters. Do you know any other, job in life or thing in life where you're giving your opinion on something, but you're also paid by the people you're giving your opinion on? I think it's a bit of a shady area if you were to ask me. Is it a coincidence that every character is insane in inverted brackets and inverted commas and even saying or daring to say a new character isn't insane leads to derision and attacks by other creators? Why is it taboo to criticize a new character, especially in a gacha game? Why is it more so that you have to praise a character star rather than be cautious? Let's frame this around Eula then. And I'm not going to call out content creators or anything like that. I haven't got time for internet, Twitter beefs. I'm a grown-ass man, to be honest, and I just haven't got time. This is just to protect people who need protecting. People want to make money on YouTube, so that's cool. You do you, I guess. But I'm making this video because I feel that style of content creation in this instance is quite dangerous. Okay, so Eula comes out and we have all these thumbnails talking about her huge ultimate damage numbers. This whole industry of minimized crit rate and max crit damage needs to stop, and this is a whole issue in itself which you can make a video for. But what's even worse is that when you watch these videos, they're all done in hyper-specific scenarios, e.g., for example, for Eula, singular big fat enemies who stand there and have no real means of moving or dodging attacks, with no analysis on just how average Eula is in a huge amount of scenarios, and how, quite frankly, when considering other characters available, she should be someone only collectors or people who like to collect sneeze residue should be summoning for, if you give even a slight damn about consistent damage. When you spend that type of money, yes, let's start calling it money, not Prima Gems, then the product needs to be good. And yes, I hear you F2Ps, what if you saved Prima Gems? Well, then I'd say there's even less reason to summon. I don't know about you, but my time is precious. The amount of time it takes you to farm those Prima Gems is worth more than the money some people will spend, because it's all relative to the amount of money you have. To add to this, just the baseline gameplay design around a queue is just not very good. How is it that so many factors in it put you in harm's way, can cause you to miss, lose stacks, die, and overall it was just missed by people at the start? It's not even mentioned. They just show you this big number and they say, oh, there you go, she's power creep, she's meta defining, blah blah blah. But nobody talks about those things, and nobody talked at the start about the regularity at which a queue misses in the majority of content. How she has some of the most niche uses of any character in the game, and how she is prohibitive in team compositions. Throw into this the Eula cost at approximately $100 in most scenarios. There should have been nobody recommending her as a summon in the first few days of release, let alone any time after. But that isn't what happens. Instead, we have misleading video titles, screenshots that spread like wildfire, and people desperately scrambling to summon for a character based off manipulated scenarios or lying by omission. Now, if I was being cynical, what I'd say is that MiHoYo encourages this. Why does it encourage it? Because if you waste your free-to-play Prima Gems, you're more likely to spend money, and you're more likely to play the game for millions of hours on end. And I just think that's really deceptive to the player, especially the younger players, and especially people who are vulnerable. Vulnerable people might end up with a gambling addiction from Genshin Impact, and it's really important we talk about it. Can I do anything to stop this? Will this video make any difference to content creators? No, because they need to put food on their table, and I'm sure they want to make money. But I had to do this for myself. You know, can we make it a conversation? Yeah, we can try. I always try and be as honest as possible about characters, even though I think people really don't like it when you criticize anything in Genshin Impact, which is weird because it's only done to protect the players in the long term. I hope this video doesn't come across as negative. I won't harp on about it, but if anything, it just puts my mind at ease. Saying all that, Kazuha is the best character ever released in any video game ever, and we are giving away 3 Kazuhas, by the way. The video is down below. Feel free to get involved. He's basically going to cook you your dinner. He's going to keep baddies away from your door. Click on the video in the top right. Click on the Kazuha 3 times Kazuha giveaway video, and we'll help people out. I guess it's a lot easier if you're giving away the characters. Anyway, listen, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it wasn't too negative. And look, I've got Eula. I do think she's fun to use, but this video is more about the way things are framed when a character comes out. And honestly, just doing this video will probably make me feel a lot better. Take care, thank you for watching, and stick around because we've got a lot of Genshin videos coming out very, very soon.